Alright, before I even start, I have been guilty of it too. I've used knives, screwdrivers, scrapers. Don't do it. This was $11. Another one of those things that I waited way too long to buy. I only bought this last year. Why the hell did I wait so long? I don't know. But get yourself one so you don't screw up all the plastic. Alright, so first things first. Get a tool, pop these off. Using that edge right under here. Pry it up. Okay, might as well go ahead and get rid of, screw it. Just slide them forward. Take out the rubber with a little Easter egg logo underneath. Get your Phillips screwdriver. Take out those two. Looks like you could also use an 8mm if you want to. Now, to remove these pieces, go in between this piece and this piece. I hate all this plastic clipped crap. Alright, so the easiest way to get the first one was through right here. Got it popped up. This is the one that I hate up here. I believe anyways the next step is the HVAC controls. You can take this edge and get it up in the middle kind of. It out of there. Okay, after that's loose, there's obviously going to be some wiring back there. Pinch the tab. Pull those out. Alright, so depending on what you got here, this one just, I believe, pops down. You might have to pinch yours. I am not really sure. Either way. And then now, you can just take the knob off. I believe the SIs and Type Rs have a jam nut. I don't. It's got more weight to it than I thought it would. After you got the knob off, take these two screws out that are on the sides. Okay, and then pop this piece up. Okay, as you're lifting it out, you got obviously one over here for the Econ mode or Sport mode. One over here for the brake hold. And one over here for the parking brake. Okay, after that, you got two screws here, and the one right here. This one's more of an 8mm bolt with the Phillips head. This piece just lifts out of there. I'm going to have to bring the shifter back into second or fourth to lift that out of the way. Alright, take this rubber out here, and it will expose a little gap right there. Okay, I did the no-no and used a pick through that little hole that's revealed, pulled from the back, but you'll never see any kind of a damage that was done there, so whatever. Bottom pops out, and then the top has tabs that drop out. You don't pop out the top, you pop out the bottom. Then unplug the cigarette lighter. Find a way to unplug the USB. Okay, there's a tab, just a regular connection. You should probably paint this red too before you put it back, make the car a little faster. Okay, so the next thing you pop off is the back pieces of the center console. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is still in frame. With the lid up, I just went from the inside. I put one narrow one on the inside of it to spread it a little further to start both sides, and then put the lid down. Because with the lid up, it's capturing the back of this. So I need the lid down. That way it can come out. If you have a floor mat, it might cause an issue. But you can just pry the mat back a little bit, take the back part off. There you go. And back here, there is a wiring connection. Take that off. Alright, and so down here, you also got to remove this clip holding the wire to the console. Now, it might actually be easier to get a knife and either already know or teach yourself how to undo a zip tie, because some of those clips can suck to pull out. But if you move that tab, grab a pick to grab the other side of the zip tie, set up, and pull it out of its groove. Alright, because you know how when clips pop through, the two ears spread out, you have to kind of get it out, catch that little tab to release one, and then without letting it pop back in, get under there and release the little other one. I think it's easier to undo the zip tie, and your choice. All I know is you got to get the wire loose from the console. I think the zip tie is easier, so that's the way I did it. So there is the clip I'm talking about right there. I ended the zip tie. Now up front you got the one there, it's obvious. You got the one that you can't see, let's get a flashlight, right there that holds that wire on. That one right down there that holds this wire on. I just blindly took the pick and stuck it. If you could see that wire, I just blindly took the pick and jammed it in between the console and the face of that clip, and then went under, grabbed that piece, released it, and popped the bottom out, and then I just kind of pulled. So I popped the bottom piece out, and then I pulled the whole wiring that way towards the one I had out, so it would release the other one. Worked pretty good. Let's try that on the other side. Sorry I'm not showing this, but I can barely even get my hands in there and still see what I'm doing. There's no way I could get a light and a camera. Man, they weren't joking when they put that one in. Alright. So I got all those loose. I believe the next step is to lift this thing out of here. And obviously, there's a clip here and here that when you lift up and pull back, pop out. And you take out this enormous console here, and there is a switch or a connector right here on the USB, don't forget, and I believe that's it. Man, talk about weight savings. Alright, so then the next step is remove 2 screws at the base of this piece right here. Pop that guy out and put it to the side. There is a rectangle hole right there, so if you have a touring model, maybe you got another wiring harness clipped in there or something. I don't know. I don't have it, but I got the provision for it. Alright, so now you can put in your shifter base bushings, which I had. I think my puppy stole them because he's an a-hole and he steals everything. That's why my GoPro battery is punctured and I had to dispose of it. That's why I lost a little plastic clip to my motion light I put in outside, and I think that's why I have no shifter base bushings. Maybe they're in my backyard somewhere, I don't know. I'm not going to go scour the whole yard for that, so I went to Home Depot Racing and bought 4 3/8 washers that are just regular zinc plated cut washers. Then I got 4 1/4-inch cut washers, zinc plated. Now, because stainless washers are usually a little smaller in diameter, I got 8 1/4-inch cut washers, just stainless because of the size. I don't care about stainless. Now, bushings are about 30 bucks, 35 or so maybe after shipping. This was $2.50. Get your 10mm out. Alright, so now you got it loose. You can push the rubber down and out, and then pop that rubber grommet out. So now in place of that, you're going to put 1 1/4-inch washer under. Then you're going to stack 2 of the stainless 1/4-inch washers inside, and then finish it off with 1 of the 3/8 washers. And now I'll show you what it ends up being like. You'll have the 1 washer over the hole, then 2 of those will sit inside that, and the 1 will be over. So there's a recess on the bottom of this shifter. That's what the bigger washer does. It goes in there, and then the 2 smaller ones fill the hole kind of like the bushing. And then the 3/8 washer sits on top like that, and it'll sandwich the whole thing down to the car and won't let it move at all. So now if you go to do it this way and you think, oh man, there's a little bit of gap between that last 1/4-inch and the 3/8. There is, but you want the 3/8 washer pulling the shifter base to the car. If the 3/8 washer was only sandwiched on the washers, it's not cinching the base down to the car. I tried it with 3, and it's still pretty secure, but that is too much space between the first washer and the second, and it lets the shifter have a little bit of play. Now comes the fun part, trying to get all this crap lined up. I think it's going to be the easiest if I stick these washers over the holes first, like so. Then once you set this down, 1 corner at a time, because it'll capture the washer as you're setting it down. So just go slow, don't screw up. Okay, then 1 at a time, drop 2 stainless 1/4-inch washers, 1 3/8 washer, and get that bolt started. Alright, I got it all snug, but I'm going to go about a turn back on all of them. Just kind of give it a little front and back jiggle and make sure I got it sitting like I think I want it. Oh, and remember, this time you're not tightening down on a metal sleeve. You're tightening down on a plastic base. So don't go crazy and go cracking the base. Alright, so I should have tried to shake it before to show, but I mean, it is in there. It is part of the car. It does not move. Alright, so it's done. Now all I gotta do is put this 300 pieces of plastic back together. Don't forget this. Alright, same trick as I always tell you in plastic. Get the screw in there, put some downward pressure counterclockwise till you feel it drop. Then go in. Screw in the hole, counterclockwise till you feel it drop. That way you're using the same threads and not cutting new threads every time. Something like this you won't have apart very often, I assume, so it won't really matter as much, but especially something you always have on and off a lot, you definitely want to do that so that you never strip it out, because if you keep cutting new threads over and over, eventually it's not going to hold itself in there. Alright, and the last piece to the puzzle Ta-da! Alright, there you go. A solid shifter base bushings for a grand total of not even... Alright, so, anyways, I will link everything down below, the list of the washers. I will also list the actual size of the tools I used, as well as a link to my trim removal kit. So, thanks for watching this one. I will see you guys later. Please subscribe, and have a good day. I'm out.